And thus, if anybody was to find themselves willing to take up with us, we should be happy, we should be grateful, and we should shut up about it. And if you are a Black woman that dares to push back.
First of all, let's be clear. It's not that Black women are undesirable. The personality of a lot of Black modern women is undesirable. The stigma of you feel like you don't need a man, can't nobody tell you nothing. The mindset of a lot of Black women is undesirable. And instead of dealing with the root of the issues, sometimes we want to just play like, oh my goodness, nobody want Black women. Where you getting that from? The truth is a lot of Black women are a product of a generation of other Black women screaming to the top of their lungs, I don't need a man. And when you carry that same type of ideology, you carry that into your mindset and in the way that you show up in relationships, then it's not that Black women are undesirable. You may be undesirable. Your personality may be undesirable. The idea that you want to emasculate Black men, that is what's undesirable. So let's not confuse the two.
People really want Black women.
Hey, yo, let me see. I just love social media, and I always love when I find a cleanup video. And the reason why I like that video, because it feel at around the same time where it was the Desi Banks video going around, and oh my God, I was on Twitter and I was just watching. Even I don't just on Twitter, like on every post that picked them up, and it was of course again, like I said, why I see y'all a lot of these YouTube and podcasts, older people, y'all. Oh, just get out of Shannon Sharpe way, bro. It's just his season. 2024 is just his season. You got to understand it. So again, like I said, I seen a lot of women weighing in their opinion on should you hold a man down while you were chasing your dreams and goals. And of course, it was a video of Desi Banks, and it was going, like I said, going viral on social media when he was doing an interview with Shannon Sharpe. And he basically was sitting here saying how his ex didn't believe in him and she didn't hold him down.
Read where an ex put you out.
Oh, yeah.
So tell that story.
Yeah, that's when I was first, in my beginning stages of, really chasing my dream of comedy. And at the time, I felt like she didn't believe in my dream and my goals. I used to want her to support me so much. I thought there was going to be a woman I was going to be with. You know what I'm saying? I did a lot of stuff with her. You know what I'm saying? Every dime that I got where I was working, I gave to her. The only thing I wanted to do was get me a haircut and pay my cell phone bill so I could, shoot my video.
Right.
But I felt like at the time, the money, it wasn't coming fast enough.
Right.
It wasn't there. So she went to, you need to get a job. You need to do this. You need to do that. I can't do this no more. So you might have to, go do something else. So it sent me to my grandmama's house. You know what I'm saying? So I was staying with my grandma for a little minute. And at that moment.
But that happened at late at night. That was like.
Yeah. Like.
So she put you out like 2, 3 in the morning.
Yeah. And crazy. Like I cried. Like I cried. I was crying already. Like, when you chasing something, man, you trying to make this, find this shit work. And man, I remember this shit like yesterday, bro. Like, I was trying to talk to her. She was like, boy, if you don't go to sleep. I was like, what? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, like, okay. And that made me cry even harder. So I just walked in the living room and I was just like, damn. Shit, like, all right.
So, of course, it was a lot of women who saying, yeah, you ain't supposed to hold no man down, this, that, and the third. So I was like, and I'm talking about, that was trending at least for like maybe like 2 days strong. And you just seen a lot of women like, yeah, don't hold him down. And my only thing was, cool, if that's how you feel, I'm cool with it, but you can't. And then me and my homegirls, we always had this conversation. I'm like, dog, you can't make me feel like I'm forced to want to have to date Black women just because if this is and I always send her this stuff to be like, all right, bro, like you want people to just hold it down and just ride out for the cause just because. And it's just like at this point in time, it's just like, dog, this cause is almost just like it's a pointless cause, because it's just like, dog, as you gotta think about it, as a man reading stuff like that, dog, it will eventually get defeated. And if you feel like if I'm reading all of this and this is just basically adding on to maybe how my dating life may already be going, or maybe my experiences that I've had with women before, it's going to only just add to make somebody be like, all right, cool, I'm just going to tap out. Like, I'm just not, I don't have it in me. I'm never going to be able to show up for y'all the way y'all do. And then when I finally reach that pinnacle where I feel like I can show up the way you want me to show up, am I still going to necessarily want these women who kind of were giving me their behind the kiss the whole time? And I think for a lot of people, if we being honest, the question is no. That's just the same way. And I don't think it's just, and the sad thing is, it's just like, you want to hold especially black men to this I guess this fire or this sit here accountability where it's like, dog, just think about for anybody. If you used to be like a nerd in school or used to be fat and then you finally lose some weight, how you feel? We could tie that to everybody who, if you ever been on a weight loss journey, think about all the people who was kind of just not giving you the time of day, and then as soon as you lose weight, you kind of just like, you want to go crazy with the post, you want to like spam people and kind of like playing people's face who was sleeping on you when you were bigger, when you was at your lower self. And I think that's realistically, I think sometimes it's so easy for people to forget how it feel when you trying to battle the journey. Because I'm sure for people, even when you trying to lose weight, if we tying it into the weight thing, I'm sure everybody wish they had a support system. That's why people always be like, oh, I need a workout partner. It's no difference. Like, you just sitting here saying, oh yeah, because this man couldn't give you no bread, he couldn't really be a provider. Yeah, at that time and moment, and a lot of women were saying you were smart. How are you saying if she felt like she was smart? Guess what you would have seen? You would have seen a video of this woman debunking what he said. I'm 100% positive she don't want nobody to know who she is. Because I ain't never seen nobody resurface a picture of her or nothing. So it's like, dog, I'm sure she probably has some regret on not sitting here waiting it out. Maybe even if it took another year or two. He's a millionaire now. Oh, he got commercials. Oh, he had commercials during the All-Star game. He was on the TNT jump when Shaq doing the Shaq cam. Him and Shaq was on. He's on TNT. So for you not to have patience to sit here and say I couldn't hold somebody down for maybe another 2 years, dog, that's crazy to me. And you cannot expect people to have that same love and compassion for you when they finally get where they going. Because then I feel like I don't owe nobody nothing. Because if nobody had no compassion for me and I literally had to just suffer alone and just grind it through, which for him it may be cool. Like, it don't sound like he was bitter about it, but it's just a part of his story. And I seen a lot of women like, oh, look at him trying to make her the villain. He's not making her the villain. He's just telling his story. This happened. You want me to skip this part? No, this was a part, and this may be in the part that helped me turn up a lot more. But realistically, like he's saying, for most men, I appreciate him just being honest, most men are looking for somebody to sit here and say, go through this journey with me. I'm not asking for you to sit here and buy me clothes. He said he was working a regular job, but most people don't even understand that part. And I can speak on to that because it'd be some days like, okay, let's say Saturday, my long work day. I just be tired and I be zapping. Don't feel like doing no videos. I don't feel like doing nothing. And then sometimes that can be a defeating feeling because you be like, damn, today might have been a day I needed to sit here. I could conquer on my junk. Like, I could literally, I'm talking about, had to, I don't want to skip topics, but just giving an example to even kind of speak on what he was saying, because I think it's easy for a lot of people not to have compassion for that story because you just go to work, and after work is over, and then your day is just, it is what it is. You just don't care. You maybe just, you don't have nothing else going besides your regular work life, which is cool. So let's sit here and say, boom, I sit here had a long work day. And I got a video that's going, like, it was on TikTok. They're like 400-some thousand going stupid viral, talking about the little dude in from Florida with the Tia Kemp joint, like Rick Ross baby mother. So we'll get to that later. But the video literally going viral. I could have sit here and be like, damn, I needed to continuously keep posting and capitalize on that. But okay, my weekend was just long. This weekend was a long work weekend. I just couldn't capitalize on keep adding out content. I'm just drained to the world because it's just like physically and mentally, I was just done. I had to take a nap, and not even like purposely take a nap. I was just so tired before I even missed the first half of the 3-point contest because I was just so tired. So it's just like, I get what he's saying. It's just like, yeah, sometimes people just like, oh, you can do both. Yeah, you can and you can't. You can do both. You can absolutely still work and try to chase your dreams, but I guarantee you, the longer hours you work, because you got to sit here and keep bills, you got to keep doing whatever else responsibilities you already got as an adult, I promise you, your dreams are going to continuously take a back burner. And you're going to eventually have to find a space where you sit here and say, boom, I'm going to make this little pause, or I have to figure out something so I can really put my 110 into it. And especially we talking about I don't know how long he been popping for a minute, but just, I know sometimes we're like, even just when people feel like certain business spaces, that business space is just overcrowded and it's oversaturated. So you may have to work a little bit harder so you can stand out. And then sometimes, so you need that extra energy, you need that extra time. So, but again, when you can't be mad at anybody, and that's why sometimes I got to catch myself even when I'm judging people, because I don't necessarily know why you sit here now you dating outside of your race, or you doing whatever. Of course, it's cool. Like, we love the Dr. Umar stuff, and even Killer Mike was on the Breakfast Club saying, "Oh, I married a." All of that's cool. Like, I'm cool. I like when you hear it sound cool. It's something like you can applaud. But everybody's path to where they get to when we talk about marriage or long-term dating or having kids may have not been the same. So I can't sit here and be mad at somebody if you sit here saying my dating past has just been tarnished because nobody was there to kind of even just show me love and through the process. That's just like when people when players win championships or win the MVP. Like, dog, just think about it. We was all kind of everybody, and I even watched